Hi, my name is Janaya.
Hi y'all, it's Liz Stepper, aka Jay.
Okay, Jay, how you feel today?
I'm feeling great. How about you?
Good. That's good. So, what inspired you to become a part of Love Society?
Ooh, that's a good question. So, just pouring into the future generations. Shining. That's to me. This is a form and a way of me shining my light and pouring into the youth to have y'all do the same thing, and cycle continues. Slowly but surely, the world becomes a better place. It starts with one person. You know?
So, do you like working with us?
I love it, actually.
Even though we get on your nerves?
No, yeah. Like, yeah, I do. I love what I do. I do. Like, I just was telling a friend the other day, like, it's so funny because I have like journals. I read my journal the other day, and I came across a journal where I was talking about like things that I wanted, and Love Me Society is one of those things. But the thing is, though, when I was writing it, this was like so long ago, and I was writing these details, and I didn't know. I was expecting it to come out like a different way. I just never would have thought it would me be like a leader / right hand woman for Love Me Society. You know, like I just didn't think it would come in this way. But everything that I'm doing, being a part of Love Me Society, is literally things that I've prayed to God for. So I'm extremely grateful to be here.
So you think us being with you, do you think we, like, when we first started Love Me Society, you think we grew more?
Of course. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I see the growth.
Okay.
Within you personally, and just the way things are in general, like what's the word? The systems, stuff like that, you know, rules, expectations, showing up, communicating, all that good stuff, you know, just building a relationship is what's going to build a family and make it feel more like a family, like I said.
So what do you have a hard time doing? Hold on, how am I gonna put this? What do you don't like us doing what we do in Love Me Society? Like, what do we do that get on your nerves more? Like, because I know at least one thing.
I'll be honest. The only thing is when you guys tell me you're going to do something and then you don't follow through.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally the only thing.
So, what is your biggest goal for Love Me Society this year?
This year? I definitely hope that we could like open the school by the end of this year or something like that.
Dang!
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So you think we could open up a school?
Of course. Yeah, by the end of this year.
Open up the school for what though? Like Love Me Society, like a whole community for Love Me Society, or?
Yeah. You know, kind of like how I was talking to you guys in the meeting yesterday. Like I was, cause you know how I was bringing up like having the courses, like the networking courses, the editing courses, because you guys want to learn how to edit, stuff like that. Having it like because you know it's like electives at school, having that, but at Love Me Society, just on a more advanced, more fun way for you, you know. The first thing that comes to my mind when I say that is like Streamer University, even though this is not like it's completely different. It's like a different vibe. But when I say Streamer University, I just mean like, you know how Kai Cenat assigns like people for certain, like a teacher teach this because you're good at this, right? Like I kind of want those skills or things to be available so people can. It's like a literal school. Like you're coming to school to learn something, and you're teaching self-love, self-care, all that good stuff at the same time.
So far, what have you liked about Love Me Society from you being here?
Everything. I mean, like literally everything. Like I like having the meetings with y'all, talking to y'all. I like getting to know y'all. Like right now, my main focus is to build a personal relationship with y'all, so you guys could like, so it could be more genuine, more flowy, and not feel like I don't know, like you have to be here or like you have to talk to me. Like I want you to talk to me because you want to. You know.
So do you feel like me and Jada just feel like we have to be here, so we just do it?
You want my honest answer?
Yes. Oh, you already said yes. We don't need you to finish the question.
You didn't even let me get my words out.
Okay.
So, sometimes, like, I know you guys want to be here. That's clear as day. But sometimes I just be like, what's the problem? Like, you know, like, why? What's the holdup? And I wish I knew that, you know, because it's nothing. It's a blah, 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 blah. It's as simple as communication, you know. But and it frustrates me only because like I genuinely want to help you guys grow. Like for I wanna like take Love Me Society to the next level, the next step, and I can only do that with you guys' help. I can't do it by myself. I can sit up here and take 1,000,000 notes all day, but that's not gonna do nothing. Them notes gonna collect dust if y'all don't work with me on it. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it's just, that's the part of building relationships in general. You're going to have those moments where people don't come through, or like the moments we've had so far has just taught me a lot about you guys and how to be patient with you at the end of the day. So it's not in a bad way when I say that, so don't get discouraged and don't feel like I'm feeling away, because I'm not. It just frustrates me because I really want you to grow, but you know, it's like I said, things like that, it just makes the relationship stronger because I know how to go about it and deal with you better next time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, what is one challenge you have faced with being in Love Me Society? Like with us, like you probably didn't already say it. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm gonna say something different. The challenge that I faced in Love Me Society is pushing myself and staying consistent. Cause I don't know if y'all know, but Heaven actually like she fired me before.
For real?
Yeah. And
Miss Heaven?
Yeah, she fired me because I just basically let outside circumstances get in the way. You know, instead of locking in and going harder, I should have I said that backwards. Instead of letting that slow me down and mess up my momentum, I should have locked in and went harder. And I let adversity be an excuse to not follow through.
So Miss Heaven just like tell you to come back and you just come back. Like, how did that happen?
So basically, right, she was like, I'm gonna let you go as my intern. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, that broke my heart in the moment, right? That was the last thing I wanted to hear, right? Boom. I'm trying to plead my case, and she's basically still like, you need you right now. Cool. So I actually took time for myself, even though I really didn't want to. I'm not gonna lie, but I did, and that was one of the best things I could do. I want to say like after the third day, I realized very quickly that that was a mistake on my end. Like, you know, cause you know how they say sometimes you don't realize what you have until you lose it. Yeah. So those 3 days I was just pondering. Again, like I said, Love Me Society is everything I prayed for. So those 3 days of like straight disconnect, it was just like, it only made it, in my eyes, worse. Like, you know, like it made my whole situation, what I was going through, worse, because now I have to sit in it. Like, I can't even distract myself with work. I can't even do what I love.
Okay, my bad for interrupting you. So the person that you became today, Miss Heaven, helped you get there?
She played a really big part, yeah.
Okay. And so, if Miss Heaven wasn't in your life right now, would you be here where you at now?
I would say yes.
And why do you feel that?
Because at the end of the day, the reason, that's so crazy you asked me that, like for real, because I was just talking about this. Like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for me believing in myself in the first place to message Heaven. And mind you, this is the crazy part. I messaged her for a security opportunity. And I got more than that. And I wouldn't have sent that message. Mind you, I don't want to do security. Like, you feel me? I only did that because I was looking for ways to grow.
Yeah.
And I had to swallow my pride in a sense and, like, be humble enough, down to earth, to, like, want to take those steps. And if it weren't for me doing that for self and making that realization and putting myself out there, trying to look for opportunities, I wouldn't be here. So just me having that mindset and that energy, regardless, would have gotten me far.
Okay. How do you think we could help Love Me Society grow? Like, you know, like, not just posting content or all the other stuff, but, like, other things,
like building a relationship with y'all first and foremost. That's number one. Creating that family dynamic. That's number one. Number two, doing the small steps, because like Heaven said yesterday, I think too far ahead sometimes, because I'm always thinking about the bigger picture, and it's exciting, but it's really important to, like, come down to earth and remember where you are right now and take those steps. Like, every day you lay a brick, you know. So focusing on those things that we need to do now to open that school by the end of this year.
So as a young person, what challenge did you face, like, through life?
Or, like, what's my biggest challenge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of my biggest challenges that I faced in life was not having guidance. A lot of the things that I know now, I've learned, the hard way. Like I said, I grew up a tomboy. Like, fun fact, I was the first girl born on my dad's side of the family in a really long time. So all of my cousins are boys. Yeah, so I used to be wrestling, flag football, tackle, all that. They used to try to give me Barbies and I'll go play with Hot Wheels. Because I grew up around boys. I wasn't taught to be a lady. Like, you know, I wasn't taught how to, like, I wasn't taught to carry purses and, like, all of that. Like, I don't know. Basically finding my way. Like, literally, like, finding my way, finding my path. But it's a challenge to me because I have to do it myself. Like, you know, I didn't have the guidance. I didn't have the support. I didn't have nobody telling me, go this way or do this like this. You'll get there faster. If you go this way, you're going to bump your head. Like, I didn't have that. So I just had to blindly kind of, like, walk into earth and just learn who I am through my mistakes, if that makes sense.
So you feel like if you had guidance in life, you would still, like, things would be better for you? Like, you would listen to them, or you would just make the same mistakes on your own?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. That's a good question. I'm a little stubborn. I'm not gonna lie. Especially when I was younger, I used to be hard-headed, for real. So, for real. And I'm a little rebellious. Like, I kind of don't like being controlled. So, or I don't like feeling like I'm being controlled. So sometimes, like, when I would be told to do something, like, for example, if my grandma told me to do something, we just got into it, I'm gonna purposely not do it just because, like,
just to make her mad, or make you
just to make her mad.
What is going on? What is up with black people? Like, I feel like it's just black people.
It might be, but what was the question? Sorry.
And what was the biggest challenge you faced in life?
No, you asked me something else after that.
Okay, where do you see Love Me Society in a few years?
In 3 years?
Few. Like, it don't matter, like, probably next year, the next year after that. Well, we could say 3 years, yeah.
I'm glad you asked me that question, because I wrote that down in my journal. So I got, like, 2 pages full of that, but I'm going to sum it up for you. So where I see Love Me Society in a year from now, I definitely see us being global, having multiple schools. Like how I gave you the idea yesterday, you said you would like to move to Florida or Texas. Hopefully you could be of leadership to run one of those schools in that location, you know? I see that being, like, a really nice system, structure, and, yeah, just touching other countries instead of America. Like, you know, like, I could see it now, like, you know, Love Me Society tour.
So, do you think in 3 years, Love Me Society would be, like, known,
Yeah.
only known?
Yes, Worldwide.
Okay.
You know Worldwide by Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was that Big Time Rush? Am I mixing the two?
Wait, what happened?
Worldwide.
Oh, you talking about the song?
That's
I'm
Big
thinking
Time
which.
Rush or Justin Bieber?
Who's that?
I thought you
Comment down below.
So, if someone wants to join Love Me Society today, what would be the advice you would give them? Like, we know you're gonna say, yeah, it's okay, yeah, you could join Love Me Society, but like, what would be the motivated advice you would give them?
I would just tell them, make sure you're committed to yourself. Because Love Me Society is only going to be beneficial if you want to help yourself. So if you're not serious about growth, if you're really not ready to like grow, like, and make the effort, put the steps in, it might not be the time. You feel me? Try again in a month or two. But like, yeah. You feel me?
Wait, so okay. So you know the people that be ghetto and stuff, like I don't know how to describe it, but you think they could change their ways if they join Love Me Society? Like,
of course.
Okay.
I don't discriminate. Like everybody like has their own circumstances and the way they grew up in life.
Yeah.
You know? That you being ghetto doesn't make you a bad person. You could be ghetto and still be a really great person and have a positive personality, etc. You feel me? That's just your environment. You're just a product of your environment where you grew up in, and I'm not gonna hold that against you. I mean, I grew up in Compton. I grew up in one of the worst neighborhoods ever, and I used to fit that category. Like, the version of me y'all know now did not exist.
Wait. So you mean so you said you grew up the worst. Like, what you mean? Like, you don't gotta get any details. Like, I just want to hear like what was worst about it.
Like living circumstances. Like, I used to use the stove for heating. You know, I used like to heat the house. I used to boil water to shower sometimes. Like.
What? That's like,
yeah,
that's
like
real.
Yeah, you know, I used to wear hand-me-down clothes with holes in them. I used to shop at Payless shoe store, and that's if I was lucky enough to do that. Like, you know, I used to not get my hair done. Like, I used to have like the same braids in for like a month or two, like straight up just looking crazy. Like, I didn't grow up having like the nice finer things in life. You feel me? So. Yeah.
You've been through a lot, like a lot. I thought a lot of people been through a lot. No, you've been through
I'm
a
weak.
lot. No, like look where you're here today. Like what?
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've made a lot of growth for sure. I feel. But what makes you say that? I just want to ask.
What makes me say that? Because other people tell me about their problems, and I be like, dang, like, you've been through a lot, like, you know, because they actually been through a lot. But your situation, like, I ain't never, like, on TV, I see, like, people, like, taking showers with the stove or something like that, heating up the water. But I never heard nobody tell me what you told me in life. So it's like, you've been through, out of everybody that I know, you've been through a lot, like. So that's what made me say, like, dude, you've been through a lot. Like, 'cause I thought I'd been through a lot. Nah, like, you've been through a lot to where you got here today. How important is mental health to you in life?
Overly. Like I said, I grew up emotionally and unintelligent. That's why I used to project and do the things that I do or did. But once I reflected enough to see, like, kind of like the ugly person I was, that's when I decided to take mental health serious. That and my mom triggered me to take mental health serious. Like, y'all know, y'all seen the video, but yeah, I took my mental health serious because at 13 years old was when I had that realization that if I don't work on myself now and I don't do the hard part now, I'm going to be a product of my mom. Like, you feel me? I'm, like, that's going to be me, but worse. Like, because, you know, they say, like, your karma will skip you and go to your kids sometimes. And if I, like, the mindset I have is, if I could go through all the little bit, because obviously, like, God made me strong. I mean, you just said, like my story, like, I'm strong, right? I've actually heard that from a lot of people my whole life, and I refuse to believe God gave me this strength for no reason. So I look at it from a different perspective, and I just basically tell myself, if I could go through all the pain right now and just go through the healing right now and better myself so that my kids don't have to when I have kids, or just so I can be a better person and show up for somebody the way God wants me to. Like every morning I always pray for God to use me as a vessel to pour into the world in some type of way. That's why I always focus on doing a good deed, whether it be small or big, but I focus on that so much because it's really about the future to me. Like, it's not just about my life. Like, yes, me working on myself and focusing on healing, it betters me. You know, it makes my life better. But I'm kind of like a very selfless person, so I'm thinking about humanity instead of just myself.
Yeah.
So that's why I take my mental health and my healing so serious. And that's why I'm so in touch with my emotions, because I just feel like somebody like me, if I don't tend to my emotions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That is it for today. Thank you for joining us, Jay.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Bye.